I've recently completed my cruise ship medical test, and upon getting a lot of questions from you guys, I've decided to put together the step-by-step guide in order to walk you through some of the most general and basic requirements on what to expect on your cruise ship medical. Now, first of all, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is 𝐌𝐍𝐓𝐄𝐑𝐄𝐒. I've compiled this playlist, Work and Travel Overseas, to share with you everything cruising, to give you tips and techniques on what to do to better your journey of working on cruise ships. Now, if you'd like to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification icon in order to be the first one notified whenever I post a new video. Also, guys, please do give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone that you think might benefit. This helps out with the YouTube algorithm and also to keep the motivation going so I can bring you fresh and new content. First of all, before we begin, I'd like to give a short disclaimer. I am not a medical practitioner. I am not an expert. I did not intend this video to give any advice. If you do seek advice, please do consult an expert in this field, guys. I'm simply going to share my experience and what I've done that has worked for me. Now, first of all, guys, the tip that I would like to give you is please do make sure that you follow these steps that I'm giving you. We are now on step number 6 on this beginner's guide, 7-step process. If you haven't seen this video, I'm going to leave a link up there so you can get access to this video. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you guys an example and show you my results so that you can get a feel on what to expect. Now, this is some kind of confidential information, but if it's for your benefit, I don't mind, of course, sharing this information with you guys. Now, what I always recommend to people, guys, is that you follow these steps in the order that I'm providing and giving it to you, simply because, guys, this is really important. It will save you a lot of time. It will save you from headaches. It will save you from stress, and in some situation, it will save you a lot of money. Now, please, guys, check firstly with your company what type of medicals they require, simply because it will be different depending on what country you're from. It will be different depending on what are the requirements of your company. Now, some companies might require a full medical, some companies might require just a basic medical. However, guys, the importance of having a medical done is so that on a cruise ship, like I've mentioned in other videos, you will have safety duties, and they need to know that you are fit to perform safety duties in a case of emergency and even help out with passengers. Also, this is a benefit, the way that I see it, for you as well as the company. For myself, guys, since I started working on cruise ships, I know my full medical history because, of course, now the company pays for these medicals. I don't have to, spend a cent. Of course, I pay for it, and then they reimburse me when I get there. So I'm very confident about this. It's also a plus for the company because they need to make sure that they're hiring the right person who is fit for duty, like I said, not somebody, who will come on board and actually be a cost to them. Because once you're on board, if you do get sick, you are actually covered by the company, and the company needs to look after you. So it is a cost to them. So having people who are fit medically, it is actually, reducing the cost for the company. So first of all, guys, before you even start this medical test, make sure that you check with your company again or your agency on the doctors that you need to see. Sometimes they might send you a list of approved doctors. If they don't, simply go to Google ship medical doctors, and this will appear. Please do also confirm and check with people that have done it before, or friends that you might know who have worked on cruise ships, to just verify that you're going to the right doctors. Now, once you make contact with a doctor, they will tell you, if they know, of course, which type of medical you want, what you need to do. Now, in my case, the first thing before I even got the appointment to see the doctor and actually get my medical certificate, I had to go through a couple of tests. I had to go through a couple of labs. The first one that I went to was Lancet Laboratories. Now, this was to do a full blood test. they actually did 4 types of blood. Now guys, the terms that I used in these medical terms, some of them I don't even understand, but I'll try and put it in a way that is simply that is simpler for me to understand and for you guys. Remember, I'm not a doctor, I'm just sharing what I know. So the first blood that they took was the HIV ELISA. This one was, of course, to check anything like STIs, STDs, the HIV also, and all those kind of things. The second one was the urea and creatine. This one was to check if there are any abnormalities with the blood in terms of the kidneys, everything is within normal range and all those sort of things. So everything for me came out very good. The next one was the glucose fasting. Actually, what I needed to do for this one, I had to not eat I think it was the whole I had to fast actually the night before. I think the last time was 10 o'clock when I had a meal to come and see these doctors at the lab to do this test for me. This one was to do with the sugar levels. I had to check if it's within normal range, if I'm diabetic, or if I'm taking any medication. Of course, the doctor does advise you to bring your medication that you're taking. And this is why I've said in other videos, please be transparent about your medical history, because it will be important in this case, guys. The next one was the FBC plus ESR. This one, of course, was to check my blood cells, the white blood cells versus the red blood cells, and if there was any test that shows any inflammation or cancers or blood disorders, the immune response system, and in some cases they might require you to do further tests if they do pick up any of these in those ones. So there was my full blood medicals. This actually took about 24 hours and they were sent to me as well as to the doctor directly. The next one that I had to do a chest x-ray. This one also, guys, came out very good for me. This checks for your cardiovascular condition, any diseases, that if you are within normal ranges, if you have any tuberculosis like TB in short, and also any lung diseases, if you anything, like I said, to do with your cardiovascular condition. The next examination that I had to do, guys, as you can see, this is quite a lot and sometimes it can be overwhelming and it does take some time. The next one, like I said, was the dental exam. This to check if I have any plaque, any missing teeth, any bacteria, any holes, and all of those things. This again, guys, is to make sure that you do not go to the cruise ship and you have any tooth problems. I had a situation where I actually had a toothache whilst I was on board. I was, I think, somewhere in Spain, and they had to book me an appointment with a doctor ashore, simply because they cannot deal with these types of emergencies on board. They had to book me there. I had to have my whole crown fixed, and this cost a lot of money, guys, for the company. So that is why I said these companies take precautions to check your medical condition, how you are, so that they do not incur these costs at the end of the day. The next one that you might expect, I did not do this one. It was not a requirement for my company, but like I said, depending on the company that will hire you or you will be working for, they might do a drug test as well. This one, if they will be checking, guys, please make sure that you are clean. You do not take any illegal substances such as marijuana, cocaine, heroin, and all of those things. I'm not actually sure of how long this can stay in your blood, but if they do pick up these things, this can make you fail your medical, guys. Remember, on board there's a zero tolerance for alcohol abuse and drug substances and all these things. So make sure, guys, well ahead of time, if you are involved in these things, that you are clean before you go for the medical. The next one that you might expect is, of course, the vaccinations. Nowadays, guys, COVID full vaccination is required. I did it, guys. At first, I didn't like it, but I've done it. I've boosted. I'm fine. Nothing has happened. I know some people have asked me before, do I need to do COVID vaccines, all of these things? Yes, guys. Nowadays, it is a requirement. The next one that I had to do was the MMR. They actually told me that now you need to have the certificate for this. This is what the doctor told me. Guys, I know that as a kid I did this thing, but I don't remember how old I was. I don't even have the certificate. So a tip to you guys, please keep these records safe, because for MMR you can do it once. You don't need any booster for life. They say you don't need to do it again. So if you don't have and they do need it, you might just need to do it again. So now I've learned a lesson. I will keep my certificate very safe. Now the next one that you might expect is the yellow fever vaccination. If you are traveling to countries that are affected with yellow fever, you need to be vaccinated against this. Now guys, once you have or met all of the requirements that, like I said, a doctor will give you, you need now to call the doctor and tell them that, okay, you are fine with everything, and book an appointment. Now they would have given you, like I said, if you check with them, the whole requirements, what you need to bring when you actually go and see the doctor. Now this is where they're going to complete your full medical examinations. Now you need to answer and be honest with this one, guys. They will check if you had any injuries such as back, because on cruise ship, guys, there's a certain number of weight that you are required to be able to carry in order to be fit for duty. Now if you've had things like seizures, how's your mobility, they will test your hearing, they will test your vision. I had a problem with this, guys. This is now the second time. It's not a problem for me, but I cannot see from a distance, and the doctor said, now next time you come, you need to make sure that you've got your glasses. I've been running away, but this is just part of the medical examination and safety on board. They will take things like your weight, your height, to determine your BMI, and actually the doctor said it needs to be 35 or less, nothing more than that. So make sure, guys, that you know this information well ahead of time, so that of course you can save yourself some time. The next thing that they did for me, they took the urine sample at the doctor on the day of the appointment. Now they check for a lot of things. In some cases they might check for like chronic kidney disease, again, just to double and triple check. In some cases it can be for your glucose, to check your blood sugar level, again, your STDs and STIs. Again, guys, you've done this through your blood, and the doctor might take again the urine samples. Like I've mentioned, they did it to me. Now once you are completed, you need to consent and sign the form, and then the doctor will issue you your medical if they deem you fit for duty. Now in a case whereby there's any of the things that you didn't meet, or maybe you did not pass your medical, the doctor will talk to you, and they will actually tell you what you need to fix, or maybe take medication for, or you need to wait for a certain period of time. If it's something, of course, that it doesn't it can be waited upon, and you can be able to fix it within the time period that the doctor has given it to you, you might be able just to do that, guys. Now that concludes the basic medical test for cruise ship, guys. Now let's go ahead and I will actually show you guys some of my tests that I received, of course, like I promised. Now guys, these were my results from the Lancet laboratories. So the first one was the HIV 1 and 2. It says here 4th generation, and the comment, it says This sample is non-reactive for HIV-1 and 2 antibodies, and it goes on and on. So that was a good one for me. The next one was the full blood count. As you guys can see here, there's a lot of terminologies that I don't even understand. There's the results, it says there, but the comment here at the bottom, it says normal red cell indices, absolute leukocyte values are normal, so that is fine. That's all I need to know. The next one was the urea and creatine. Also here, it says the comment normal fasting glucose. As you can see, the terminologies, like I said, a lot of them I don't understand. What's more important is the fact that my comment, it says it's normal, so that's more important. Now, as you can see here also, the dental clearance certificate. What the doctor told me here is the fact that because I have a lower tooth that is missing, there's one that's up here, it's growing a little bit longer. He did say that it's not a problem for now, but in future I will need to fix that, either take it out or put another, fill in the missing teeth, in simple terms. So everything was normal with my dental, no plaque, my teeth are fine, so that was good. This one was from the radiologist. This was my scan of the lungs. Everything also came out normal. It was very good, and I was happy about that. And actually, they had a comment here. Let me see which one. Oh, this one. On the findings of the radiograph, it says no active pulmonary consolidation, no evidence of pulmonary nodules or masses. Hey, English guys, but in short, to sum it up, the conclusion says no evidence of pulmonary tuberculosis or active lower respiratory tract infection, no features of significant occupational lung disease, chest radiograph essentially within normal limits. That is what I'm happy about. And then of course the doctor gave me the full results of the medical form. It looks like something like there's a lot of information and pages, but the last page it says fit, and these are the samples of what the doctor ran me through and everything that they needed for my medical. So guys, I hope this video today was of value to you. You now have an idea of what to expect, and you can go out now and of course do your medicals. Like always guys, let's wrap up today's video. I wish you nothing but the best, and actually in the coming videos guys, I'm going to be sharing more in-depth information about this step number 6 documentation, whereby of course you are more than welcome to tell me now at this point which video you think I might post, or if you think there's something that within this documentation process you still don't understand. I do welcome those suggestions. Otherwise, it's been a pleasure hosting and presenting this video to you like always. For now, stay safe, be good. This is 𝐿𝐍𝐴 signing off. Until the next one, goodbye my friend.